I don't know if I'm live. Oh, I am live. God, it hasn't come up on my thing. So you just got me sat here for ages looking a bit, Sorry. Morning, Helen. Can you see me frowning earlier? Sorry, I've changed. Yeah, I was early because I was trying to see if this worked. Obviously it does. Well, was it good at the notifications? Oh, I'm doing it the streaming way rather than the webcam way. It's different because it means I can do this. I can go, oh yeah, you just want to see my desk. And then you can see me, hi, because I thought it was about time you saw me in my pyjamas again. And then you can also, I can also do this, so I'm in both areas, so which I couldn't do with just my webcam thing. So yeah, I was pulling some right good faces. I was like, I didn't think it had gone live because you can't see. I was going to try and see. I've just got this whirly thing going, and it's saying stream set up help, and I was like, Then I thought, oh, I better click on my iPad and check that I'm not live. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm all very techie today. So yeah, welcome to my little corner of loveliness, you know. That's you see my lamp? I'm back to front on my screen, sorry. that lamp is from my auntie when she was in New Zealand. If you see smoke drifting up, it's my incense stick. It's my favourite incense. My house smells of it all the time. This neck jumper. Yeah. So I thought it was about time you saw me in all my glory. Hello. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Jake. Morning. Sorry if you had to see my face with lots of grimaces earlier. I got my coffee. Now I might just sit here and chat to you like this, you know. That's all you want to see, isn't it? Right, I am going to attempt some. I've got smooth paper. I like it's back to front. So I've got smooth paper, and I'm going to attempt. I'm still painting it. Sorry, I've got things everywhere as usual. I'm going to attempt some roses or flowers or what might look like a bit like roses in not in my sketchbook. I was going to say in my sketchbook. No, I'm going in gouache, which is a weird thing. I've had to if the colour looks a little washed out, if I look really bright, I've had to dial it down a bit because I looked really pink. It's my colour du jour, pink. I think it's something to do with the age, like constantly going around looking like a beetroot at the minute. Anyway, do you still want to see me? I don't know. I'm just going to go to the desk because, yes, you know, and I think it's really zoomed in as well, but let me zoom it out a bit. God, I'm so technical this morning. It's just fantastic. And then the camera's in the wrong place again for that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I got my really fantastic, super duper hard gouache. But I did, look, be impressed, people. I did clean this. Look at this, I got a wet cloth. I've even got clean water. Ta-da! Because I'm so organised today. It's unbelievable. And yeah, so I've got my gouache in here. I've cut open my Winsor & Newton white gouache because it was all hard, and I'm just going to end up with it everywhere. And I've like wetted them down because I don't want. Gouache is weird. It's weird. I'm so used to. Why is it gone so fuzzy? I'm so used to watercolours. Painting in gouache is weird because it's like painting in acrylic, which I'm used to, you'd think. But it's like thick watercolour and it throws me a bit. So I'm going to attempt to paint. Why is it so out of focus? Is that better? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to paint some roses. Well done, Helen. I got my coffee. This is coffee number 2. And it's a nice sunny day out, and I'm just like, yeah. Anyway, let's try and mix the colour up. This, I don't like this tray I've put this on because it's made it go all up, but I was trying to catch the bits because I'm trying to be really super tidy. No, it's not me, is it? I'm not super tidy. But anyway, are you ready for this? I don't know if it's going to work. So I thought I'll try some roses. Gouache is like a... Well, it's not new to me. I used to paint in it years and years ago, but I'm just so out of practice. So what's the thing? Practice makes perfect. Well, it doesn't make perfect, really. You can just be crap at it all your life if you want. But I thought, sorry about that noise. Yeah, roses are my nemesis too, Helen, even in watercolour. So I thought I'd try. I'm going to try really hard to paint them. I've got like 3 chat boxes. It's just weird. So I thought I'll mix up a nice pink, because you can't get like pinky gouache thing. I've been trying to sorry about my nails, don't look. I've been trying to learn some techniques from the masters of gouache. I've been like watching lessons and things, so I'm going to try and like paint. It's weird because you can paint light to dark, no, like dark to light. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'll start painting and shut up, shall I? I'm procrastinating. Right, I'm gonna what's the word on that? Let's paint a. I might have to use my hairdryer thing a bit. I bought these new brushes. I went into TK Maxx yesterday with my son. We went shopping, and it's called TJ Maxx, isn't it, in America? Not TK Maxx. But they had these brushes, that whole pack of them for like $5. So I thought, oh, I'll have those, thank you. I'll do like TK Maxx. So I thought I'll paint the flat shape, as you do. What shape does a rose make? They have like... I'm trying to... I have got a picture up there, but it's not a very good one of a rose. I think I chose the crappiest photo I could, I think. So I'm painting just like the flat shape. If you want to know what paper I'm using, because I know everyone asks, I'm using this. Extra smooth. I've had this for ages. Never use it. I was having trouble on my watercolour paper with the gouache. So I don't think I mix enough up, that's another thing. And I'm not used to it drying so quickly. I know you can reactivate it, but it's just so flat, isn't it? It's just so flat. Where watercolour, if I did this in watercolour, you'd get a lovely texture-y thing, and you wouldn't be in complete control of what was going on the paper. So this scares me a bit because I have to do what comes out of me. Yeah, practice makes progress. That's the word. Not perfect. Nobody can be perfect. There's people who think they are, but there we go. I quite like this little brush. This is a flat. It's by Royal Langnickel, number 4. So it's a little. I don't know how many. It's like ½ centimetre. Would you call that ½ centimetre? I don't know. Right, there we go. Dinner. That's my rose. Thank you for joining me. No. And then I thought I'd mix up a... Oh, so should I do the darker? I'll do a darker one. I had some dark, and then I'm going to start sort of layering colours. That's how I thought about it in my brain anyway, how it would work. Maybe it won't. I mean, I would have finished a rose by now in watercolour. This is, I might get bored of this really quickly. Does that happen? I'm going to stick a bit of, I know this sounds weird, I'm going to stick a bit of this sort of, is it raw sienna colour in with my pink. Oh, it might be a bit, I think this is Azilian and Crimson. I've got really crap gouache. There's this really cheap shit stuff. I have ordered, but there's a crimson there, Azilian Crimson, which is darker. I have ordered myself because I thought I'd treat myself. That's a pinkier colour. That other one. I don't know what that is anyway. Yeah, I have treated myself to some Winsor and Newton gouache, which is supposed to be the dog's bollocks, you know. Sorry for swearing. That's really annoying, isn't it? See, and then I'm supposed to be, maybe this is just too graphic for me. Maybe I need to find my own way of painting a rose. Do you think it's going to work? Shush people upstairs, outside. Sorry if you can hear them shouting and whatnot. I'm trying to, ooh, that dingle was somebody walking past. I've got a one of those Ring doorbells to ease my mind. I've got one at the back of the house and one at the front, so I can see what's going on. Yeah. It looks a bit like a rose. Come on. You're gonna be going, oh my god, I tuned in to watch this. Come, I'm learning. It's a learning thing. See, I can't, see, I'm going to flick back to me if I can remember. Hello. See, I can do that easy. Gouache? I'll get there. I think I've put in, this is a really light pink, and I'm being really impatient and not waiting for it to dry. It looks like, I don't like it. Do you like that? I don't like it. I was alright at doing the landscape, but then that started off where I didn't like it, didn't it? Let's just have a look at my landscapes because I'm impressed myself with those. Don't ask. See? Gouache. Maybe I just need to persevere and keep going on. Yeah, because I know you wanted to look at these again, didn't you? Yeah, of course you did. I think I've drunk too much coffee this morning, and there's even a page ready to go for another one. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. Maybe I'm being too, I'm trying to think where the light, I haven't got a very good photo, I should have thought this out a bit better. Because you can use I'm not used to doing this, painting, because it's so much like watercolour as well. I'm just going to go for it and just do bits that I think is, come on, let's think rose petals where it catches the light. I'm just going to mix it up. It's probably going to look awful. Queen of pulling it off. I don't think so. I was watching, I forgot her name. I was watching her classes. She does paints layers flat. That's what I was inspired by, and then does wish I can remember her name. I know I'm terrible. It's really bad of me. Then she does little textural brush strokes over the top, but I think she waits for it to dry. Waits for it to dry. Yeah, I'm going to pull this one off, don't you worry. It's going to look spanky. It's looking a bit like a rose. I can do it. See, I think I should have kept the colour that I started with so I could go over it in areas, but I don't know. So now I'm painting like it's gouache, which is probably the right way to paint. I like, if I'm painting in acrylic, I mean it meant acrylic, I'm painting now like it's in acrylic rather than watercolour. I start off like watercolour mode. When I paint in acrylic, I like to see the brush strokes and things, so I'm liking the brush strokes, and I'm liking this a bit better. Looks a bit like a rose. I'm just going to leave that to dry for a minute, and I'm going to I'm just wiping my thing on that. I'm going to mix a green. The greens, I've got ghastly greens, so I'm going to have to mix them. This is like ghastly green number 1. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, that's really annoying. Now I've wetted them down, they're easier to use. Stick a bit of that red in it just to knock it back. So it's not ghastly green anymore. Now it's a ghastly brown colour. It's one thing I don't like. Oh, there's a horse going past. Distracted. One thing I don't like about these gouaches, they're very, the colour in them is very, I don't know, if I mix colours up, they don't keep bright, if you know what I mean. Is that the word? I don't think they've got much pigment in them. Let's do a rose leaf. See, it's wishy-washy. Maybe I need to mix it. Yeah, I need to work on my mixing technique. Morning, Jonelle, Logan. Hello. It's nice to have people from all over the place. Yeah, anyone who's just sort of tuning in, I'm learning. This is me learning how to paint in gouache. I'm going to like the bee. I think I've mastered the landscape. Now I'm trying to paint flowers, and it's not the same because I'm so used to painting flowers in watercolour. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. I don't like the colour either. I don't like the colour I've chosen. I think I've got nasty colours. Ugh. Now we've got all punky fun. Maybe if I mixed a bit of white in with the green. Ooh. That's nicer. Maybe that's what I have to do, mix white in with everything. Oh, now we've got a sticky thumb. I'm so messy. Let's do so I'm into painting the leaves now. So rose leaves, I know how rose leaves look. They're come off as the stem like that, and then there's usually one each side. You know what I don't like about gouache is the flatness of it. I like it when I'm doing my like Mitsi style painting, but when for flowers you can't capture the, I think watercolour is just made for painting flowers, in my personal opinion. So when I paint like in gouache, I think it's like Cathkidston patterns, really flat and what do you call it? Yeah, you know the one. So if I'm talking nonsense. Right, this is just like the underpainting, so it's going to have layers on top. So don't have faith in me, she says. I'm trying really hard. Should we do a rose bud? That'd be interesting. And also, I'm like, painting in gouache takes so much longer than painting in watercolour. You have to wait for it to like dry and stuff. Because I'm used to like it being. See, I've done that watercolour-y style-y. It's really watery, but it's quite nice. Oh, it's looking quite good actually. I'm starting to impress myself. Hi Elaine! Oh. See, I don't mind it when it starts. When you can paint wet and wet with gouache because you can treat it like watercolour, but I'm trying to get that really flat sort of style thing going, if you know what I mean. Let's have a look at, let's do this for a bit, because I spent ages setting this up this morning so you can see me. Hello. Yeah, so yeah. You can't really see me when I'm painting, can you, though, because I'm like hunched over here, but you could admire my watercolours in the back. I'm around the wrong way, I'm confusing myself. It's easy to do. I need some more coffee. Dry. Green. Let's do another green. I've got this gunky green, another disgusting green colour. What do you do with disgusting green colours? You stick a bit of red in them and then they go not so disgusting. And I'm going to keep to my theory of if I put a bit of white in with it, it makes a nicer green. Yay! There we go. I think what it is, the white I've got is Winsor & Newton. So it makes it more opaque, because these ones that I've got, these cheapy gouaches that I'm using here, they're really like, they're not very opaque, they're quite transparenty and gritty feeling. So I don't think they're very good quality. So let's try that. Oh, I'm even like using, I'm getting the hang of this now, I think. I think I just need to stop panicking. Don't panic. This makes a icky browny green. I like browny greens, they're nice. Let's stick a bit of this colour in it. That's like a red. It's not green. There you go. Yeah, that's the look, Jake, isn't that? So I was thinking about like Kath Gibson-y type paintings. That's what I was trying to say, that they always look really like 1950s type textile printed, you know, like. Now let me think. How do I'm trying to think. I have to think like, I'm not trying to put too much detail in it. That rose is not finished, I'm waiting for it to dry. Maybe if I zap it with my dryer, which is on the floor down here, you can see me like throwing things away, throwing things about and everything. I forget you can still see me. So I've got a runny nose, sorry. There's something that makes my nose run. Dry. I've kept my brushes out the way as well. Twice this week. Was it last week? And I've done this week as well. I've singed the ends of my brushes because I've left them there whilst I've got my heat gun on. It's not good. Yeah, and another thing that gets me about gouache. I just stick that on the floor so it's out the way of me burning myself. So I don't want to set fire to anything. It dries really dark as well. I suppose, yeah, watercolour dries darker, but not as dark as this. So, I'm trying to think. Rose petals. Does that work? It's dried out. Just that drying has dried out. What's on there? These look like peace. What was it? Prayer plant leaves now. I'm trying to do the. I will put highlights on. I was just trying to get some dark. So now I've done it for one, I've got to do it for all, otherwise it's going to look weird. Or maybe I should take another direction and think painting in watercolour. This brush goes fat, I don't like it. Maybe if I change brush I might be, I'm not used to painting with a flat brush. You like coming on these adventures with me, don't you? Yes. Adventures into, what the hell am I doing? See, I don't like how I did that, but there we go. I can turn it round, can't I? Because I can. So this is supposed to be a shadow. I don't know. I'm totally winging this because I haven't got a picture to copy of the leaves. I'm just doing it from the brain picture box, which I'm lucky to have. Whether I have a brain is another question, but you know. I want a yellowy green. I haven't got yellow, I used it all up the other day. Oh, there it is, there's a bit of yellow. Ooh, that's really bright. Let's do a yellowy, greeny colour. There we go. It's been annoying. Yeah, I was one of those kids. If someone said that's really annoying, it just makes me want to do it more. Does that? I don't know if that works actually. The colour. No, it's too bright, too light bright. I'm trying to catch the highlights on the leaves, thinking this is the practice leaf up there. I know it won't work. I know it doesn't work, so I'm not going to do it again. Right. I quite like just putting like little dots of things in. I think that works better than whatever I was doing. Of course I was supposed to do it like that. Right, that's a bit wet still, so I'm going to... I'm not quite sure if I like the browny green underneath. I'm going to work on... Let's do a bit more on the rose, because it looks a bit sad, doesn't it? Let's do some more highlights. More highlights. Is that too highlighty? No, don't think so. I like doing dots. There's a dot thing coming on. Trying to like, they're quite, if you look at a rose, the petals are quite like that because they curl round. Just thinking about the way I see a rose, if you know what I mean. It works, doesn't it? If you think. Don't think about it as a rose. Let's think about it as a shape. The shape you're painting. So I keep telling myself every time I paint now, think of the shape. Not the... Don't think you're... What am I trying to say? Don't think... I'll get there in a minute. Don't think you're painting a rose, think that you're painting shapes. That's advice. Top tip. Too dark. If I put a bit of blue in with that dark, with the red, it might go a nice dark reddy purple colour, which might give dark darks. I can get you some darker darks. Darker darks? That's the one. Here we go. Ooh. I need to add some details to my leaves in a minute. I'm quite impressed by this rose now. It started off awful. That's the thing, keep going. work through it, work through the nasty bit. Oop. Not sure if that's supposed to be there, but it's there now. That looks okay. I keep looking at, when I go like that, I'm looking at it on the screen. That's better. Maybe it needs some more highlights, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to paint the leaves now again. Oh, it's dried up too quickly. Maybe I need to mix a big quantity of the colours, which doesn't really appeal to me. Sorry, my dreads are escaping. Here we go. I'm getting there. I'm going to cover up the blotchy bits a bit. I like them more like this. Remember, it dries darker. And then I'm going to put some highlights in. And then I think I'm done from my gouache rays. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, who'd have thought? You should know me by now. Things start off looking awful, and then I should have more faith in myself. I still don't like it though. I wouldn't use. Did I say I didn't like it? But I've got a really light green here now. Let's see what damage I can do. I just think it needs a boost. There's not enough contrast. Contrast, that is the right word, yes. Sorry, I have trouble with words. It's looking okay, isn't it? I'm not going to complain. I like this rose up. Let's look. I'm going to hold it up. It's just blobs. Blobby, blobs. It's my language. My Mitsi-isms. There. I'm like going. It's really unlike me to paint like this. It's like I'm getting this really tight, isn't it? Maybe that's what I don't like about it. I'm not used to the preciseness of such things. Come on. I could be looser. Maybe I'm doing it tight and because I'm scared. Right, stop fanning around. Come on. I think I'm done. Well, I'm gonna no. I should pick up some more paint. I just want oh, now it's a bit drier. It's easier to put some highlights on it. Maybe I should get my Posca pens out. Ooh, that's a bit weird. I'm laying lighter over the lighter, just to give a bit of it's my theory anyway, just to give a bit of more contrast. It's a sort of lost dot. It looks like I know what I'm doing now. Anyway, that's it. It's my learning curve anyway. Look, I'm gonna like do this, not that, I'm so good. I feel like a child holding up my work in assembly, show and tell. That is my rose. There we go. You're so lucky, guys. And it's a good thing you can see me in my pyjamas. But this isn't my pyjamas, I just stuck it over the top of my pyjamas. I've got Snoopy on today. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe please. Thank you. And you can give me a thumbs down as well if you thought it was crap, because it did start off rather crap. And if you watch from the very beginning again, you'll see me doing lots of faces, because I didn't realise I was live and I was trying to figure it out, because this is the first time I've done the switchy over screen camera thing, and also I was really confused. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, same whatever. I might have given up. Oh, I might even have my new Winsor & Newton gouache, so I might be inspired. So stay tuned. How exciting. Thank you for joining. Now, I might say goodbye and then spend ages trying to get off of here, because I'm not sure what buttons to press, because it's all, I've got like 3 screens up and it's really confusing. This is the first time I've done this for a while. Anyway, bye bye. I'm going to press the stop streaming now, and I don't know if it will go off, it might not. So if you see me sitting here going, pulling stupid faces, then you know what it is. Okay, bye, see you tomorrow.